Josh from Things from Another World, online at tfaw.com. This is video 3 of 3 as we review DC's The New 52. This is week 4 and the final number 1 issues of the week of September 21st. Take it away!
All right, we're going to start with Legion of Superheroes. Way too busy. There were 15 characters that were introduced, and I was not a fan. There's too much going on. The story was interesting. However, if you're going to introduce new characters to new readers, you might not want to have them shapeshift.
Exactly. Yeah, for me, this doesn't seem to be a book aimed at new readers, actually. It seems, I know there are a lot of people who love the Legion of Superheroes, and their convoluted history, but for me, it was so much information, and it was so, stuff I had no idea that I had a hard time finishing the comic. I didn't even want to read it.
Yep.
So, not worthy. I've got DC Universe Presents Deadman. It looks like DC Universe Presents is going to be, rotate in different characters. So I thought this was a great entry to Deadman. It cleanly and quickly tells you who he was, who he wants to be, and how he's going to get there. And they had some fun while they did it.
Absolutely. The art's really, really good. The coloring is just amazing on it. The line art, fantastic. And so the inks, obviously are going to be pretty good on it too. So that aside, I thought there was a lot of exposition. Sure, it gave us a good intro in about 5 pages, which was really brief, I thought, for an intro for new readers. But later on, there are a lot of kind of just exposition boxes. I don't know what to call them. Narration boxes that just kind of told the story, and it felt kind of lazy. So I wasn't too much of a fan of that. I'm on the fence about it. I'm excited to see where they take it, and I like his character, so I'm going to pick it up next month and see what happens.
I was a big fan of Quantum Leap, and Deadman's powers kind of works the same way, and it also gives you a lot of future storyline opportunities by him interacting with all these different characters, and you don't really have to explain why these different characters are there. So I still say fence-worthy because I didn't love it, but I will definitely be reading it.
Do you want to go with Catwoman?
Yes, next up we've got Catwoman by Judd Winnick and Gilliam March. It didn't grab me. I was a little disappointed in it. I just, Catwoman, she's on the run and she can't quite pull her clothes on while she's doing it. It just seemed a little bit gratuitous. There's a lot in this book that seemed gratuitous, and I wasn't a fan.
Yeah, it was more sexualized than I've, experienced in the DCU, and it offended my sensibilities, I guess, a little bit.
We're clutching our pearls. I know it sounds kind of silly, but
it didn't make sense. And then on the last page, or last couple pages, it kind of came back to hit you in the face one more time.
Yeah.
And I didn't need to see that. They could have hinted at that a little bit. But I did like the relationship that they set up between her and another prominent character in the DC universe. So that was really well done. I also think that they did a really good job kind of hinting at her past, but not hitting us over the head with it. So there are a lot of opportunities for other story arcs to divulge more information onto who Selena Kyle is.
Yeah. I'm kind of fence-worthy in a train wrecky way, and that I kind of want to see what happens next just to see, but I don't have high hopes for this book.
I'm fence-worthy too. We'll see what happens next month and see if they can grab me.
Alrighty.
Last one we have is Red Hood and the Outlaws #1. First off, they didn't really tell us who Jason Todd is and why we should care about him. Any of his past was really just kind of winked at a little bit, and so that wasn't the greatest for as a new reader coming into the series. It was also very sexualized, which once again I did not expect, and it was kind of jarring.
The first couple of pages I thought were going to be fun, and then they got to Coriander and Starfire, and I was really offended and really upset. I'm really offended by the turn that Starfire's character has taken. I think they've turned her into a misogynistic 90s era male fantasy with no point of view and an inability to build relationships with other characters, which I think is not only just offensive and just kind of icky, but I don't see how that's going to lead to any interesting storyline opportunities with her if she literally forgets people after she meets them and doesn't really care. And also it just seems as a betrayal to who Corey was before. Like, obviously new readers aren't going to know that, but as a former like New Teen Titans reader, it really seemed like they decimated her character, and it really, really upset me.
Yeah, so not worthy for me.
Yeah, not worthy at all.
Okay, so that's 3 of 3 for this week's videos of DC's New 52. After this, you can stay tuned for a coupon code that'll save you some money on your next order on Tifa.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.